Into the Black Lives Matter organization has revealed links to groups that are pro-communist China. In an interview with the host of Crossroads, an expert on these groups broke down this red network that he says is behind the riots that followed the death of George Floyd.
A network of groups that are pro-communist China are behind most of the U.S. riots that followed the death of George Floyd. That's according to investigative journalist and Epoch Times contributor Trevor Loudon, an expert on radical left Marxist movements and their influence on mainstream politics. In an interview with the host of Crossroads, he went over this red network that's tied to the founders of the Black Lives Matter organization.
Well, most of the rioting is actually being organised by two pro-Chinese communist parties. The Freedom Road Socialist Organisation based out of Minneapolis and Liberation Road, which is the parent body of Black Lives Matter, which is based in the Bay Area and has very close ties to the Chinese consulate there and the Chinese Progressive Association. So you've really got to think this is basically a Chinese directed movement.
According to its website, the Freedom Road Socialist Organization is a Marxist pro-China group. Loudon says they're in close contact with the Chinese Communist Party and follows its propaganda. The journalist produced a video that includes a podcast showing Jess Sundin, a member of this organization, admitting that she was the main organizer of the riots in Minneapolis, and the joy she felt when she saw a police precinct burned down. Then there's Liberation Road, which Loudon says several of its supporters live in China and support the CCP line.
So Liberation Road is the parent body of Black Lives Matter. Liberation Road are the people who burnt Ferguson, Missouri to the ground in 2014. And Liberation Road, Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, and Opal Tometi, the three founders of Black Lives Matter, are all directly affiliated to Liberation Road.
Loudon says this Maoist communist group controls the Chinese Progressive Association in Boston and San Francisco. Miguel Moreno, NTD News.
Now we turn to President Trump's latest remarks on China. In an interview with Fox News this Thursday, President Trump said he wants to bring U.S. military home by the end of this year. He added the move is to prevent troops from wearing out in case they are needed for fights against other countries, including China.
And we have to be always prepared for China and Russia and these other places. We have to be prepared. Maybe North Korea.
Trump also said that if he wins the second term, he would impose tariffs on China. He claimed China bought its largest order of U.S. corn and soybeans in history to keep him happy.
Because they know that I'm a hair trigger when it comes to them. And I'm sick of them. Everything that we have that COVID, the China virus because of them.
He also blamed the Chinese regime for job losses in the states due to the pandemic. Now,